Alright, buckle up. This case dives into crime, consequence, and courtroom tension. And trust me, when Judge Boyd walks in, everyone sits a little straighter. Let's see if this defense can save a man who's already neck-deep in trouble.
But at the same time, I'm balancing the fact that after everything happened, you all sat around and counted money. Do you even remember what happened to your share of the money?
Now that's a bold opening by the defense. But here's the thing. No matter how passionate the attorney sounds, the law only cares about one thing: facts backed by evidence. And from the judge's tone, it sounds like patience is wearing thin.
Welcome back to Time Served. The channel is Ganzuka, so you don't have to. Hats off to this defense attorney. She did a heck of a job in bringing in the experts and having a compelling argument. But in the end, your client is an absolute dirtbag that committed a crime with a gang of thugs, terrorized innocent, hardworking people, and is now trying to act as though he does not understand English, and therefore may not seem as severe if you can't understand the consequences. I don't know. Judge Boyd commends the hard work from the defense attorney, I'm sure, but in the end you could probably guess what's coming to this punk. Tell us what you think about this whole situation by commenting down below. We love hearing from you. Please, agents are all. Let's roll, nerds.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 0018008 and 2025 CR 0018002B. State versus Alex Avila. Can I have parties announced?
State Castillo for detention.
And we have an interpreter. Again, if you can raise your hand for the record. You solemnly swear and affirm you will faithfully translate from English.
Notice this. The interpreter just got sworn in. That's not just a formality. In U.S. courts, accuracy in translation can literally make or break a case. If a single word is mistranslated, like I did versus I helped, it changes everything.
Into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Catalina Delgado, license number 2222.
And are you Alex Avila?
Yes.
And counsel, have you been able to communicate with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're here for a sentencing. Have both parties received PSI and TAP evaluation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI or TAP evaluation from either side?
So, Your Honor, just some clarification points on the PSI. So, on the previous, it says previous criminal history. We're coming together on all of the cases, so that's just to note there was no actual prior to these instances.
All right. Are there any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor, we have one, Marisol Morales.
All right. If you'll call your witness in.
Defense would like to call Marisol Morales. Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you'll remember to keep your voice up so that the court reporter can hear. Yes. All right. Could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. All right. You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Marisol Morales.
All right. You may proceed.
Good morning, Ms. Morales. Can you state your occupation for the court today?
I am a licensed master social worker for the public defender's office.
And I'm so sorry. If you could not turn towards her, you speak with just so the court reporter can hear. Thank you.
Ms. Morales, how long have you been with the public defender's office?
Approximately 8 years.
And what do you do for the office?
And here comes the social worker, the defense's secret weapon. Her job? Humanize the accused. Show the court that Alex isn't a monster, but a product of his circumstances. The question is, will that emotional layer outweigh cold, hard evidence?
I meet our felony clients to do assessment.
Do you have any background in the work that you do in your licenses?
Yes, I'm with stated I'm a licensed master social worker.
And during those meetings, what do you talk about?
We go over his background, childhood, education, family history, starting at the beginning, any trauma that the person may have experienced. Just an overall picture of personal.
Do you remember preparing it for Mr. Avila?
Yes.
I'm showing a copy of the assessment to Ms. Morales, tendering a copy to the court.
Any objection?
And also, I would just to activate the strap sheet like to look through the circle.
All right, the objection will be sustained.
Ms. Morales, you spoke with Mr. Avila, correct? And what was his background?
Very born and raised in Mexico. My parents married. Most of his education was from Mexico. Nothing stood out to reported and not achieved that as far as any physical, emotional, or sexual abuse. They arrived here in the system usually looking at the static and dynamic factors. Did list that he had antisocial attitudes, antisocial fears, personality patterns, history of antisocial behavior, vulnerable factors, education, employment, pro-social, interactivity, criminal history, the offense, family history, similar fluctuations.
And so regarding the criminal history act, that's what criminal harm from gangs.
Yes.
Okay, so when you're vaccinating the assessment, you're aware that for three separate aggravated robbery.
Correct.
Okay, and so when you're doing an assessment, you don't have one criminal transaction, you factor in has to be separate officers.
Right.
And so it's still your belief that involvement reality problems equally.
Yes, because I'm not just looking at the offenses. There are other factors that you have to look at in order to make complete assessment of what their risk is. So although the criminal offenses are a factor, it's not the same thing that we have to do.
And so moving on, you did have a the support that we had for our background. And that's the new that I changed before the after right?
So the individuals that are supporting him, no, that has not changed.
Okay, this is yeah. After the fact
Well,
has the legal right involved in the old United States together with that.
correct.
They were all working together on this grant.
Correct.
And so how do you talking about it? If you first change between before when they have church and stuff and just to commit crime and then yeah.
Well, one of the things that did change in their family makeup was that when they were living in Mexico, mom was a stay-at-home mom and father was the main provider for the household. And that changed when they came to the United States, where both parents had to work. And when we talk about support, it's beloved and perfect, but the way the house was running did significantly change from what Alex had been raised with up until the age of 15.
Opinion that represents choice to do. Yeah, they are the opposite.
Based on everything that I know, yes, that is a factor that I also consider.
Are the mother still currently working?
I do not believe so.
Yeah. I'm ready for me. Based on your report, one of Alex's siblings has over she was back.
Correct.
And so, mother, that wants the father, however, parents and taking teaching simply to correct.
Correct.
And then there's a lot of time period possibly that if this were to grant interrogation, that you would be alone, possibly falling back to long cross.
My understanding, and and speaking with the family, that dynamic is going to change. That's why it's a dynamic factor. Things that fluctuate up and down. And the family has renewed a commitment to do things differently and sort of evaluate the importance of certain things in their life. And one of the things that they have chosen to do as parents is to become more involved and make the necessary changes to provide a supportive environment for Alex.
But there's still possibility, right, that he would be by himself while not the other child to help. Like, yeah. Yes. Yeah, either that or taken child was in prison, having one to see that those also make some challenges in the individual, correct?
Correct.
She's like, the child was, you get along fine with the adult, right?
There have been, he has been the victim of some physical assaults in the jail.
That's how they feel reported.
No, and that's really not unusual. If you tell in jail, that things can happen.
But you
All right, do you have any further witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Jack, yeah, I've used forgiveness this past year, and there are some letters that I'm not exactly sure of.
And here's where Judge Boyd does what he's famous for, cutting through excuses. He's basically saying, you robbed people not once, but twice. Why should I believe you didn't know better? You can feel the courtroom's tension rise with every question.
Do you like a coffee?
Court will review letters that are to just give me a couple of minutes. So if you all can, I understand what the witness stated, but if you all can explain to me how he commits one aggravated robbery, pulls a weapon on somebody, then in the report he says he's only doing it, and this is from the stipulations, he's saying he's only doing it because somebody forced him to do it, some man he doesn't know, and that he was at Sam Houston High School attending, but my understanding from testimony is that he was homeschooled, and I guess at some point he went to Sam Houston.
Yes, Your Honor. So he transitioned schools because he was finding himself in a position with these kids he was trying to school.
All right.
So that was part of the reason why he transferred schools to a different location to try to get away from the environment that he's.
All right. So if somebody can explain to me how he commits.
This part hits deep. The defense is leaning into youth, fear, and influence, painting Alex as a scared teen surrounded by bad choices. But the judge isn't just weighing sympathy, he's balancing justice. Because if fear becomes a free pass, where does accountability go?
One aggravated robbery, and then the next month commits another, and he doesn't internalize that this is the wrong thing to do.
I think the main thing, Your Honor, that was affecting Alex at this time was his environment and this external pressure, threat, and the people he was around at that time. And with him being so young and trying to understand exactly what is the right decision, how do
Or the other people who were with.
they were around the same age. And it's those situations where, you have a group of young kids, Alex, who wasn't the one, holding the gun to this work clerk, but knows, I'm in this tough position. I'm being threatened at the same time. I know this is wrong. And I want to be clear, Alex from day one has taken accountability for everything.
Right. So if he's saying that he's being threatened, unless the law has changed, maybe it has, I don't